We've got a powerful tip coming to you today, docs, and I want to show you how easy and simple our corporate skeleton key program works on a big scale. But before we do that, one of the things I want to let you know is there's a key term if you're trying to book more events, more marketing events for yourself. And the key valuable tip in this lesson is something we call right sizing. You see, more and more companies are right sizing, or it's their polite way of saying firing, so that the stress levels are going up. What you're about to see in this dialogue between Michael, who does our health fairs, and Celica, who runs our corporate skeleton key program, is just how simple and easy it is for the doctors using the corporate skeleton key to send us information. We've now landed a major corporation out of state that will be set up in August, and there's a couple of health talks to go with it, so you don't have to take my word for it. Watch what's about to transpire, because this could be you. If you're interested in the corporate skeleton key, let us know. We'll take you on a web tour. Check this out. It's too cool. Hey docs, we've been telling you for months, in order to get into big corporations, the number one thing they are looking for are corporate health fairs. Part of our corporate skeleton key program is we target big companies that want health fairs, and we turn those leads over to Michael, who's had a corporation that just does health fairs for the last dozen years. Over 10 years of experience in just doing corporate health fairs. So we use his reputation, name, and basically all the great companies he's worked with to your advantage. We just had a great situation recently I'm dying to tell you about, because we had a doc who's in our program in Missouri. She got the lead form, she filled it out. It was a company down the street, didn't know anybody, didn't know anything about it other than it was down the street and she wanted in. So for the docs in our program, they send us those forms, and those go into Celica. For those of you that don't know, Celica is the brains behind this operation. So Celica, Dr. Arminta sent you the intake form. I want to explain just how easy this is for doctors to recreate and do, and how we do this on a weekly basis. Because right now we're sitting down, we're doing our weekly meeting with Michael. We go through all the leads, we follow up, we keep going until we get people in. What happened from there in Missouri as far as when Dr. Phelps sent that over to you? What goes on next?
So after they contacted me with the information, I simply sent it over to Michael. It was a company with over 500 employees, so I just sent it over to Michael, and he got in contact with them.
Yeah. So this is Michael, and like I said, Celica, Michael, and I sit here once a week and we do our meetings. So Michael, this is pretty standard, but these docs they always question, like, so how does this work, or what's going on next? Why, how does he go out of state? Can you explain from there? You got the lead from Celica? And
yeah, I got the lead from Celica, and it was a great lead from Dr. Arminta. And so what we did, basically, I followed up with a telephone call, and it worked quite well. Actually, it worked perfect. It's exactly how we want it to work. They wanted to book their health fair for August, and we're going to fly back April 26th and meet with them. In conjunction with that, as we got talking, we got her a health talk that's going to be prior to the event, so she can introduce herself, and so that worked out quite well as well. The other thing that we'll try to do while we're there during that meeting, we're going to come back for 3 or 4 days, it looks like, and we're going to try to book a bunch of appointments in that area and try to set up a small market back there. So hopefully Dr. Arminta's lead is going to turn it into a minimum of 4 or 5 events, minimum, and that's just a starting point. And so we highly recommend right now is the best time to send in your information if you have companies with leads, because this is when the season starts. Our season runs middle of March to middle of November. So the best time of year is right now starting, and it goes again through the middle of November. So anything that you can get us right now, we'll get stuff out, and we'll start booking appointments and fairs in your area. So I can't emphasize enough how important that is. We're just getting started for the year, so if you can get stuff to us now, it would be great.
Yeah, and so what Michael's going to do is this company is now going to fly him back in a month to check out the landscape, to see how much room they have to work. So basically set him up with all the specs of what he needs, and then the event's already set now. A health talk is already set. They're looking at doing a series of talks. So this is not new to us, but I guess it's for the doctors that are always asking me, so how does this work? That's basically what we've done on a weekly basis for docs. Now the bigger the companies, the more time it's going to take. We have some docs that with companies of 20,000 employees, we're hot on the trail and we're making some great inroads, but with that much red tape, it's going to take some time. So like Michael said, the time is now to get those big companies, because most of the health fairs occur September, October, and November. They do it in conjunction when your patients are picking their benefits in open enrollment. That's when the health fairs occur. So the groundwork starts now for the next 3 or 4 months. So in the fall season, it really is a season.
It is a season.
It's like a health fair
yeah.
season.
Yeah.
You're into those companies. Some key points of distinction on this. The harder it is to get into the company, once you're in, the better it is for you because you have exclusivity. The smaller companies can be turned over quicker, but small, like say 500 employees, we're talking in this situation, if they came into your office twice a week, that's 1,000 a week practice. Most chiropractors couldn't handle that. So even what we call small is an abundance that would blow most chiropractors' minds. This is the time to get active. If you want more information on the corporate skeleton key, Celica and I set up web tours all the time. We'll give us some info. Michael's one huge and very important aspect of this program, but this is what he does is the big corporate health fairs. You've also met Rich on these videos for fire departments, Michelle. We've got some huge victories we're going to tell you about there, but I just wanted to show you the sequence. We're sitting on the couch in my office. This is what we do every week. We go over the leads, and it was just so simple and such a quick turnaround time for her. It was about a month. These bigger companies will take longer. You've got to get involved right now if you want something for the fall. For those docs in the program, this is as much for you as it is anybody else. Don't hesitate. Get that stuff to us right away. So this is it. You're looking at our brainstorming session here. Get involved. This is the time to start growing your practice. People need chiropractic more than ever. So there you saw it. That's how easy it is. Doctors in the program send us the info. We have our expert call for you to get you in. And even better, not to be mistaken in this, is that he will go out there and set up this health fair in August. And we've got the ability to do this multiple states at multiple times on the same day. That's what we're building with the corporate skeleton key. And your tip for today was right sizing. We taught this to our Minta. The idea being that these companies are stressed out. They've just downsized, fired a bunch of people. They've quote unquote right sized. So they're looking to do something to boost employee morale, deal with some of the stress, make it a fun party atmosphere, and a health fair is exactly what they were looking for. Not only did she have the privilege of sending us the form, we're going to dial it in. She's got a couple of health talks coming up prior to the event, and she's going to look like a rock star. Truth be told, all she's got to do is show up for the 2-3 hours of the health fair, collect her new patients. It's brilliant, and it could be set up for you as well. Let us know if you're interested in the corporate skeleton key, and if nothing else, use this tip to start talking to your patients about right sizing and how that increases stress and it increases the need for you to be at the corporation or workplace. Hey docs, keep charging. We'll see you again soon.